All right, I think we're live for the first time. So I'm obviously trying out the live feature on my channel. So this is actually my second channel that I've created, but this is actually the main channel that I'm working on because I don't know whether you guys have probably seen or not before. I actually had a previous channel before, but I actually abandoned that previous channel. I think it's got around about almost around about 47 subscribers and all that. So the reason why I abandoned that old channel was because on that old channel, I was I was just focusing on just pure mobile app development. So when I started talking about like AI, no code, and automation and all that, pretty much what was happening was that every single time I was releasing like those new videos talking about those three topics, like YouTube wasn't pushing out like any of those. They were barely pushing out any of those videos, unfortunately. So that's when I spoke to my YouTube guy that I've been working with, Ralph. If he's watching here, how you doing? So me and Ralph had a discussion about since the old channel that it's still can't determine what the audience is and all that. Yet despite posting like multiple videos and all that, why don't we just start a new channel focusing on the three major things: AI, no code, and automation? So that's what I decided to do instead. And I think we've got a lot. I've been getting better results on this new channel as well, because I've taken all the lessons that I've learned from the old channel and applied it to the new channel. So I've got like a better camera setup and everything. Because if you look at, I don't know whether you can see there's probably some of my old videos on the old channel, like on the old videos on my old channel. Like the videos are blurry and all that. I'm talking like I'm just talking like straight to a teleprompt, like I'm talking like with like not much charisma, not very charismatic, and I'm just like it's like I'm talking with a straight face, like directly off a script and all that. Whereas since with this newer channel, I've taken the lessons that I've learned, and try to make it a bit more free flowing and all that and everything. But I still need a script. I can't memorize an entire video most of the time off the top of my head. I've done it before, but I need to be like really in a flow state to be able to do that. But I still need those points to be able to talk about what I need to talk about in my videos, if that makes sense. So that's why I abandoned my old channel. So if you are subscribed to my old channel, subscribe to this new one where I'm focusing on the three major things: the AI, no code, automation. I'm still talking about app development on this new channel, but it's involving it's obviously involving like these three things, because obviously the game has changed. Because also on my old channel I was talking about like Flutter versus React Native, and where to find the best app developer, and things you need to look out for when hiring an app developer. And Ralph and I were talking about this, and these topics are a bit they're not they're kind of like a bit outdated now, because what's really driving what's really getting the audience is talking about AI, no code, and automation. So that's why we decided to pivot into that direction. But that brings me to another thing as well. Like I recently released a video talking about why people are giving up on AI app builders. So I released that video. I released that video last week, and what inspired that video was actually an article that I saw in regards to the statistics that I saw in regards to people signing up to these AI app builders, and the massive drop off rate that was happening after the European and American summer. So I did a video explaining that. So the reason why people were dropping off. The reason why people were dropping off these AI app builders after 2-3 months, because the problem with the majority of these AI app builders is that they're not really taking into account the security loopholes and concerns that these AI app builders have. Because in the video I was talking about, there was this dating app called the T app. I've never used this app myself, because I think it's dedicated for women. But this T app, apparently what happened was that I'm just paraphrasing the video. In the video, I was saying that the reason why the hackers were able to people were able to expose the T app was because and one of the one of the storages that's used to store like the IDs and the contact information and all that, that was stored on a public access bucket on AWS. So all like the private information in regards to like contact details, IDs, and the photos and all that, they're all exposed to the public. So I think it was around about like 70,000 contacts were exposed just from that public bucket being exposed. So not a great start for that T app. So that is why it is so important to to work with someone or to have an understanding of like the security guidelines, the complex security guidelines and complexities when you're developing an app, because anything that gets exposed out to hackers or to criminals and all that, your reputation of your app has gone down the drain, and you can never really it's very hard to build that trust back up again. Need some water. Also as well on my on the new channel, you've probably noticed that I've been doing a lot of comparisons in regards to all these different AI app builders which are out there, and that seems to be gaining a lot of a bit of views at the moment. My best video's got around about 63 views at the moment in regards to comparing Bolt, Base 44, and Lovable. So I did a comparison between the three. So out of the three, I've still been extensively been using Base 44 because I think Base 4 out of the three I've tested so far, especially when I've been building like SaaS products and all that, is that Base 44 has been like the most consistent one in terms of like being able to develop code that's maintainable and easily and can be easily updated and changed and refactored and all that, which has been absolutely amazing because I developed my I'll show you guys later. I developed my YouTube summarizer app with Base 44 and all that, because I tried to develop it with Bolt and Lovable as well. But the thing with Bolt was that every single time I needed to make a change, like it just kept crashing all the time. And Lovable, like there were just like limited credits as well when I was like trying to like build my YouTube summarizer app, and when I was trying to build my my dividend tracker app and all that. So I mean they did have they did have their advantages and all that, but I found Base 44 to be the best one out of the three. When I was testing them out and all that, I've got a video coming out the week after, so it's going to be another showdown. But at this time, Base 44 is not going to be in it. It's going to be Lovable versus Bolt. So my best video was Lovable versus Bolt versus Base 44. The video I got coming out next week is just going to be Lovable versus Bolt. So I'm going to be doing a comparison between those two only, and not have Base 44 in that video. So it's going to be a showdown between Bolt and Lovable in that comparison breakdown. As well in this new channel as well, I have re-uploaded some of my old videos as well, because I still want to talk about validating app ideas as well and all that on this new channel as well, because the great thing with AI as well is because like we can literally use tools to like validate to get some early validation of your app idea or your business idea as well. Because around about 10 years ago, the old, because in the old days, if the old way was that you had to build it up in silence and not tell anybody and have like an NDA agreement, and then build it up without anybody knowing about it, and then out of the blue you launch it out without having an audience and all that. And everything, and then you expect all the users and the buyers to come, right out of the gate. The old saying, "Build it and come." It doesn't really work like that anymore in 2025. So, because I think this is a really important thing to talk about, validating app ideas and business ideas and all that. And there are multiple AI tools and ways we can validate your app idea or your business idea without spending thousands and thousands of dollars building or paying for tools to build something that nobody wants in the end and all that. Because I've met people who have literally spent thousands and thousands of dollars, raised venture capital and all of that at these conferences that I've been to, and they didn't sell barely anything when they launched their product out into the market. But the advantage is that with software and apps, it's 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 less risky compared to like a hardware product, because with the hardware product, it is so much harder, because like when I was trying to develop like my hardware product, like I was trying to develop a wearable pain relief product called Wear PMF. Unfortunately, I've had to discontinue that because there were just so many roadblocks, and I think people lost interest in it. And then I was focusing on my YouTube channel, working with clients and all that. So I just didn't have that energy or that drive anymore to work on it. And I could see, like, with the target market and all that, they just were no longer interested in it anymore, because like when I was emailing my list about it, I was like, the open rate was just getting less and less for it as well. And the pre-orders I was collecting for it was the conversion rate was going down and down. So that was maybe that was a signal to move on from that hardware startup idea. But the main message that I'm saying is that, like, yes, like, you don't want to spend all this time and money building an app that nobody wants, but the risk is a lot less compared to like developing like a hardware product. Because like when you're developing a hardware product, you need to get hardware prototypes, you need testing, you need to make sure that you're not stepping on anybody's toes. You need to make sure that it's safe, that it's compliant, that you have a team, you have a manufacturer. There's just so many things involved in a hardware startup that you literally, like even if you're like an electronics engineer, you still need like a dedicated, like, app developer, embedded software developer, someone to handle like the manufacturing, and electronics engineer to make sure that the designs are compliant to work and everything, with design reviews and everything, and like, and the electronics testing and all that. There's just so much stuff involved in hardware startups. It's just that you need like hundreds of thousands to like at least 500,000 to like millions of dollars to just to get started with hardware. So that's why I talk about, like, that's why I really emphasize and talk about the importance of validating business and app ideas, and product ideas as well. So that's why I will continue to talk about validating, app ideas, and product ideas, and product ideas as well on my channel as well, because I think it is an important thing to do, especially in 2025, especially when things are getting more expensive these days, especially depending where you are in the world, especially in this cost of living crisis that we're having at the moment. Especially in Australia and in America, and in the UK and Germany and all that. So another thing that I've been thinking about eventually as well, probably next year, is actually, because since I do like a lot of since I primarily work with like clients, developing, like, helping them, working as a consultant and a contractor for doing app development for clients. And the thing that I really specialize in is developing apps that connect to Bluetooth connected devices and all that. I'm actually running the idea of actually having teaching an online course where I explain everything that I know about actually like designing and developing Bluetooth apps that connect to embedded devices. So I might try and validate this app, validate this course idea and all that. And I'm thinking, like, with this online course idea that I have, I'm thinking of having like a do it yourself version where you purchase the course, and you follow on the video modules, and obviously there'll be like some there might be like a Discord group where you can ask any questions and all that as well, in there as well. But there'll also be a more expensive version where you can work with me one-on-one directly with that. So there's like a do-it-yourself version, And then there's also like a done with you version as well, where we can have like one-on-one calls with me when you're doing the course as well. And also have like code reviews as well, and like in one-on-one consultations for any like Q&A and help that you need. Developing like a Bluetooth connected app if you decide to and decide to enroll if you decide to purchase that course. But if you want to do like a done with you, if you want to do the done with you part with me in that course, the price would be like a bit more expensive. I'd be looking at around about charging like probably like $1,500 for that done with you part as well, because you will be working with me one-on-one when in the Q&As as well, in that if you choose to purchase that, if you select that price, because I normally charge around about $200 for a one-on-one call and consultation with me at the moment. So that's in the works. Maybe if I get enough interest and validation for that course idea, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know about that as well. So one thing I want to do with you guys is that I want to show you my YouTube Summarizer app as well. So I actually launched this around about last month, and the users are starting to trickle in, which is great and all that. But what I want to do is that I don't think some of you guys believe that I was able to summarize like a 4-hour video from Lex Friedman. So let me give you guys another live demonstration of my YouTube Summarizer app to make sure that to tell you guys that I wasn't bluffing, that I actually created this. And if you guys want to try this out, when you guys sign up, you guys get 5 free summaries when you sign up for it today. So let me share my screen. And let me, whoops, just got to enable it on my computer. All right, so let me just go to the YouTube Summarizer. Yep, so this is the YouTube Summarizer app right here. So let me give you guys a live demonstration of my YouTube Summarizer app. So right now I'm in a test account. So let me show you. Okay, so let's go to Lex Friedman's channel, and let's get the latest podcast of Lex Friedman, and copy and paste it into here, and let's summarize the latest podcast from Lex Friedman. So it will fetch the full transcript of the video. It's probably going to take a couple of minutes, because since it is, if I look at the time of the latest video, it's around about 2.5 hours. So it'll take me around about a couple of minutes. And there we go. It's summarized the latest video from Lex Friedman. So I'm not bullshitting you guys that it's fake. So this is actually working and all that. And then what you guys can do is that if you guys want to save it, you guys can click on well, obviously you need to pay for it, but you can click on here to save it, and then you would go to your library. But to access the library, you need to have an account and all that. So if you guys want to try it, out, you guys can go to YouTube Summarizer. You guys can go to YouTubeSummarizer.app, and you get 5 free summaries when you sign up today. So I wanted to test out this. I wanted to test out going live on this new channel today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick live this quick live video that I went on. Obviously, nobody's watching it because I've only got like around about 15 subscribers. But obviously, over time, as the channel grows, maybe once I reach 100, maybe once I reach like 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers, maybe there'll be like one or two people on when I go live eventually. So hopefully I'll keep sticking at it, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I've got plenty of content coming out every single week. There's a long form video coming out every single Thursday at 12 p.m. Melbourne time. So I'll leave it at that, and see you next time.